It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome into your Daily Community Briefing. We are live here on WBON TV Channel 9. Michael Watkins here with you. A absolutely beautiful way to start this week. And on our newscast today, we'll recap some more numbers of the flood victims over in Estill County and tell you where you can go to get more information on that. We've also got an interview with City Manager for Richmond, Rob Meinrich. We know about the accidents that have been happening on the Robert R. Martin bypass. We have an interview with Rob about that coming up on our newscast today. Today we're brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair. Get your power equipment ready for spring at Bishop Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop's service your mower. They are located on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We're also brought to you by Affordable Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. And Mountain Adventures. Get everything you need for your next family meal at Mountain Adventures in Irvin. They are located at 70 River Drive, and they've got all the fruits, vegetables, and locally produced meats, courtesy of 2 Farm Meats in Irvin. Leading us off here today, over the weekend, Kentucky State Police London Post received a complaint of possible human remains located in the Big Creek community of Clay County. At this time, the identity of the individual is unknown. The remains are being sent to the State Medical Examiner's Office in Louisville for identification. KSP is continuing its investigation, and WBON TV will provide more details as they become available. A Georgia man was pronounced recently dead in Bath County after being involved in a fatal injury collision on Interstate 64. Kentucky State Police were notified of the injury collision at the 123-mile marker in Bath County, where they were advised that a commercial vehicle had overturned on the westbound shoulder. KSP investigators determined the 29-year-old Cartel McClendon of Georgia was traveling east on I-64 operating a tractor-trailer. McClendon traveled through the median and both westbound lanes and struck an embankment. After striking the embankment, the commercial vehicle overturned, coming to rest on the westbound shoulder. McClendon received fatal injuries and was pronounced deceased by the Bath County coroner. Well, Governor Andy Beshear has announced the selection of 12 projects totaling $692,058 to receive funding from the Recreational Trails Program, or the RTP, all of which will upgrade parks and recreational spaces across Kentucky. Communities selected for funding are Carroll County, Franklin County, Garrett, Harlan, Hart County, Henderson County, Martin, Perry County, Shelby County, Madisonville, Morganfield, and Corbin. Our parks and outdoor spaces are critically important in our communities and enhance the quality of life for Kentuckians by providing a safe, green spaces to exercise and spend time with loved ones, said Governor Beshear. Additionally, as we work to make Kentucky a world-class tourist destination, some of these improvements will attract tourism dollars that will help strengthen our economy to build the better Kentucky we've always imagined. Franklin County will use their $20,000 to construct a new pedestrian entrance trail at Lakeview Park. In Garrett County, they will use $44,804 for the proposed historic Paint Lick Trail, a paved, rural, non-motorized, shared use trail. In Corbin, they will use $38,471 to construct a walking trail at the Corbin Civic Center Sports Complex. Well, although most of the floodwaters have receded in Madison County, the Kentucky Department of Transportation is reporting that River Road KY 2328 is closed at mile point 1.6. This location is located on the Madison-Fayette County line. At the moment, water still remains over the road on the Fayette County side of that line. On Saturday, the Ravenna Church of God gave away much-needed supplies for families dealing with the aftermath of this past week's storm and flood damage. Food, water, snacks, and even cleaning supplies were delivered by Operation Compassion to help with those cleaning up and recovering. The group is from the church's headquarters in Tennessee. The church's senior pastor says they have enough supplies for hundreds of families. If you can't come to get it, they can deliver the aid to you and your family. Earlier today, according to the Estill County Emergency Management, preliminary numbers for damaged properties in Estill County look like this. There have been 26 destroyed properties, 62 with major damage, 54 with minor damage, and 26 labeled as affected. It's now time for our first commercial break, folks. We appreciate you being with us here on our newscast. When we come back, we'll have more road closures for you and that interview with City Manager of Richmond, Rob Meinrich. That and so much more coming your way next on your daily community briefing. We're live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive. 986-2985.
Welcome back into our newscast here live on WBON TV Channel 9. Michael Watkins here with you on this Monday, brought to you today by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Bluegrass Marble and Granite can take care of all your remodels and fabrication needs. We're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. Davis & Powell Funeral Home has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home. And Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, Always Growing Children's Resale Store will buy your children's gently worn clothes. Well, KY 2017 in Lee County is closed indefinitely at mile point 5.7 near Waliba due to a break in the pavement. Transportation Cabinet personnel evaluated the break and determined that the road is unsafe for travel. The break extends across both lanes of the highway. It is not known at this time when repairs will begin, how long they will take, or when the road will be reopened. Motorists can currently use KY 52 and KY 708 as a detour route. Road closed signs and barricades will be posted on KY 2017, and there will not be a signed detour. Fewer than 50 vehicles per day use this segment of the highway. Record flooding across the area also caused other breaks, resulting in road closures on KY 715 in Wolfe County and KY 3237 in Breathitt County. Other existing pavement breaks have worsened after the recent heavy rain and resulting flooding. Drivers should use caution and watch for signs indicating pavement breaks and lane closures. Well, as many in Madison County know, there are certain hot spots for collisions and wrecks in the area. One of these is off the Robert R. Martin bypass. Unfortunately, this is a state-ran road, and although there have been options proposed to the state by the city of Richmond to install a traffic signal, the governments are at an impasse. To get the details, here is WBON TV's news director Marissa Hempel speaking with the city manager of Richmond, Rob Meinrich, via Zoom.
City Manager Meinrich, obviously we've gotten complaints, you guys have. There's been this tumultuous area that just seems to be a hotbed for wrecks off the Robert R. Martin bypass. Do you care to explain where this area is and what the city is doing moving forward?
First, I want to point out that the Robert Martin bypass is actually US Highway 25, which is a state highway. This intersection is at Great House and Duckhorn Drives, and there has been many accidents at that intersection.
Now, we had spoken about this years ago. I believe I interviewed Commissioner Brewer right when he first got elected, and we were down at the scene, and it is a pretty busy area. At the time, it seemed that the state was going to work with the city and possibly put in a light. However, there's been some stalemate there.
Well, again, because this is a state highway, there has to be an application with the state for a traffic signal. And in order to submit that application, there needs to be what they call a traffic study done. We submitted this back in March of 2020. There was a traffic study submitted to the state along with an application, and they responded that the current traffic study didn't warrant a traffic signal at that intersection at this time. They felt like the side of Great House, where the car dealerships are located, did warrant one, but across the street on Duckhorn did not.
So for those that are concerned, because we report on it all the time, it seems there's a wreck there at least once a week, a lot of times deadly wrecks. However, you said there is another avenue that you guys are looking into for those that are concerned.
There'll be a traffic study done and an application filed, and we may try to lobby our local legislators and some folks in Frankfort to help us out with it. But I think the important thing for people to understand here is that it's not up to the city to put a traffic signal in. The first time we applied for it, we even offered to pay for the traffic signal, and that still didn't get them to approve it. So it is a state highway. It's up to them to approve the application for the traffic signal and then install it. So, the city is making every effort possible to try to get a traffic signal at that intersection. I've pulled out of there several times, pretty much won't make a left out of there because it's so dangerous.
Well, we appreciate all you all do at City Hall for us. So thanks for the update, Rob.
Thanks, Marissa, and thanks, Rob Meinrich, as well. Well, adults ages 18 to 24 reported the highest median losses, $150, and the highest likelihood of loss, 56.6%, to the Better Business Bureau scam tracker in 2020. According to the BBB, previously older age groups consistently lost higher median dollar amounts to scammers year over year, even while young adults tended to lose money more often. This year, the financial loss reported by those 18 to 24 was equal to that of adults 65 or older. Online scams rise during the COVID-19 pandemic. 2020 BBB Scam Tracker Risk Report focuses on the impact of scams in the wake of the pandemic and the demographic groups most at risk. Most scams were online and yielded the highest likelihood of financial loss in 2020. This is likely connected to consumer habit shifts since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. In a survey of over 5,000 individuals that reported scams to the Scam Tracker last year, 43.1% said they spent more time online due to the pandemic, and 57.1% said they purchased more online because of the pandemic. Stay tuned for later this week. WBON TV will have an interview with Heather Clary of the Kentucky Better Business Bureau later this week. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet is continuing to provide road closure and opening updates due to last week's severe weather. In Fayette County, Old Richmond Road, KY 2328, is closed between mile point 0.0 and 0.517 near the Fayette County-Madison County line and Beach Road. In Madison County, Jacks Creek Road in KY 1156 is open now at mile point 9.262. This location is near the bridge at the end where Jacks Creek Road in KY 1156 meets Tates Creek Road, KY 169. Also here in Madison County, River Road in KY 2328 is closed at mile point 1.6. This location is on the Fayette-Madison County line. There are several routes with high water that is over the roadway with warning signage still in place. Those areas include Crooksville Road in KY 499, Tates Creek Road in KY 169, and Union City Road, KY 1986. Well, Model Laboratory School is one of only 21 high schools in the Commonwealth to earn the College Board AP Computer Science Female Diversity Award. This award recognizes schools that are closing the gender gap and expanding young women's access to computer science coursework in AP Computer Science Principles and AP Computer Science A. Schools receiving the award have achieved either 50% or higher female exam taker representation in one of or both AP Computer Science courses, or a percentage of female computer science exam takers that meets or exceeds that percentage and the school's female population. Last year, 26 Model Laboratory High School students, 13 of whom were young women, enrolled in the AP CSP course and took the exam. Ultimately, 15 students passed the exam with a qualifying score of 3, 4, or 5 and earned college credit. Lily Gardner, a current model freshman, is one of those students who earned college credit in the AP CSP course last year. She said this course is designed to be the equivalent to a first semester introductory college computing course, but to Gardner, it was much more than that. She stated, "We worked on practical skills throughout the year like communication, design, problem solving, and collaboration." The Kentucky State Police Richmond Post, which provides coverage for Madison, Clark, Estill, Lee, Owsley, Jackson, Mercer, Boyle, Lincoln, Garrett, and Jessamine counties, will be conducting periodic traffic safety checkpoints at locations approved by the Kentucky State Police Policy and Procedures Manual. These checkpoints will be conducted in an effort to enforce the traffic laws of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Special attention will be paid to occupant protection, sobriety, insurance, and registration violations. Well, Eastern Kentucky University freshman Wendell Green Jr. poured in a game-high 29 points, but the number 3 seed EKU fell to the number 2 seed in the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament 67-64. That number 2 seed, Morehead State, went on to become the eventual champion on Saturday as they knocked off Belmont, the number 1 seed. EKU trailed 49-38 when Johnny Broom sank a pair of free throws with 10:30 remaining in the game. However, EKU responded with a 13-2 run and tied the game 51-51 on a driving layup by Green Jr. with 5 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. The Colonels grabbed their first lead of the second half 1 minute later when redshirt freshman Kurt Lewis converted 2 free throws to make it 54-53. The two teams traded clutch buckets over the final 4 minutes of the game after Morehead State pulled back ahead by 3. A triple by sophomore Michael Moreno tied the game up once again at 59-59 with 1:37 left. The Eagles eventually took a 4-point lead, 63-59, with 29 seconds left, but Lewis buried a 3-pointer from the corner on the Colonels' ensuing possession to make it a 1-point game once again. Following 2 free throws by Morehead State's Devin Cooper, Lewis grabbed an offensive rebound and converted the putback to make it 65-64 with 4 seconds remaining. The Colonels would eventually lose, but considering everything that went into this year, the injuries and everything else that happened, EKU will now leave the Ohio Valley Conference with a really good final run in the OVC. And now they will turn their attention to the Atlantic Sun. That's where EKU will be playing basketball next year. And stay tuned to WBON TV as we provide more coverage on the offseason for the Colonels and those plans to join the Atlantic Sun. It's now time for our second commercial break, folks. We appreciate you being with us. When we come back, we've got the coronavirus numbers for Madison County, Estill County, and other surrounding counties, and we'll also let you know how many positive cases occurred in Madison County from over the weekend. That's coming your way next on your daily community briefing. We're here live on WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. 0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985.
Welcome back into our newscast, here brought to you today by Holland Sons Auto Care, Ace Hardware Berea, and Nuevo Vallarta, Mexican restaurant here on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Before we get to the individual county numbers, let's get a recap from the new numbers of the governor for the statewide total here with WBON TV's Ron Likens.
Sunday, the governor reported 526 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the statewide total to 410,769. There were 13 new deaths. That brings the state total to 4,819 that have lost their lives to complications from the coronavirus. There are now 558 hospitalized, with 156 in ICU and 82 on a ventilator. From the Channel 9 newsroom, I'm Ron Likens.
Thanks, Ron. As we look at the individual county numbers today, Madison County's current incidence rate at 15.7 after there were 21 new cases reported from over the weekend, 2 from yesterday. The current number of active cases in Madison County now at 166, with the 15.7 current incidence rate still remaining Madison County in the orange. Currently statewide, there are only 15 counties in the red, which means 105 are no longer in that red category for the current incidence rate. By far, Lyon County with the highest incidence rate in the state, their total all the way up at 358.4. Logan County, Simpson County, Russell, Clinton, McCreary, Greene, Taylor, Washington, Knox County, Bell County, Clayton, Owsley County, Rowan, and Lawrence County, all in that red zone for the current incidence rate. Estill County here in our neighboring counties at 8.1, down in that yellow category for the current incidence rate. Jackson County at 11.8, Rockcastle at 14.5, Garrett County at 12.9, Jessamine County at 18.7, Fayette County at 15.3, and Clark County at 11.8. We have continued to update you on the overall current incidence rate throughout the state. Today, that number once again dropping at 15.21. So good news there as we once again see that overall current incidence rate drop down today at 15.21. To give you sort of a context as to where we have come in the last month or so, last month on February the 8th, so a month from today, we were at 41.90 for the overall state current incidence rate. So a huge drop off there, all the way down now in a month to 15.21. So good signs as we continue to see those numbers drop here for the numbers in the state of Kentucky. Folks, we appreciate you tuning us in here on our newscast each and every single weekday. Tonight, we've got some high school boys basketball action for you, and we'll also be live at Madison Central for the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Samantha Burford and myself will recap some big news in the sports world, including that Senate bill that passed last week allowing high school seniors to come back to school for another year and even be able to play high school sports once again. We'll also once again be discussing the district tournament that starts next week. We'll look at the history of that tournament and so much more coming up tonight on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Following that game, Madison Central will take on Evangel Christian. It will be senior night for the Indians boys basketball team, and Evangel Christian will bring in 6 feet 11-inch sophomore Sierra Malongo. It'll be a really big game here in Richmond tonight as the Indians take on Evangel Christian. Watch that and the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show live tonight right here on WBON TV. For all of us, folks, thanks for tuning us in. We'll see you tomorrow, same time and same place for your daily community briefing live on WBON TV, Channel 9.